You're watching Catching Up with Cayden. Your host, Mr. Christmas personified, Chris Cayden. His co-host, Freaking Sensation, Maximal Suave.
Everywhere you go, this song plays.
Quit playing, no hating.
Make a way for the Cayden Nation.
Quit playing, no hating. Make a way for the Cayden Nation.
Thanks for letting us in.
Joe dragged in the painting.
Look how they just walk in. They think they own this place already. You know, you'd think my partner would show up late, but it's the guests that show up late. Ladies and gentlemen, shut up. Let me get into it. Don't even talk. Your mic's not on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am Mr. Charisma personified. I'm pretty much known worldwide, host with the most. I give the D from coast to coast, still unemployed. Womp womp. But I am Chris Cayden. This is Catching Up with Cayden, here live on 106.3 FM, Rochester Free Radio. And if you notice, Maximo Suave is not speaking. It's because he's not here. He's not in the studio. He's not coming. He's got something better to do. I hate him with all my passion. But you know who's helping us tonight? Tonight, Dave Keller is helping me. Dave, how are you, Dave?
That's right, man. I'm doing good. I'm the co-host of Catching Up with Cayden.
Calm yourself.
Maximum like getting his chair back, man.
Oh, wow. I hope he's listening.
I hope he is too.
Because if he shows up, you got to fight for this.
I don't know if he's showing up because I happened to go to MLW last weekend, and let's just say Fatu and Lance are looking for Maximo.
Oh, yeah? I don't even want to know.
I'm just kidding. I was gonna come in here today and tell him they're looking for him because I know a little bit about his theory and how Roman Reigns got over.
You told him that?
No.
Oh my God, you would have been killed.
No, I was gonna tell Maximo that I somehow leaked it out to them. Just
They
joking
would have
around.
stabbed you
Right.
immediately. And well, in the studio with us, ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, the only, T.C. Cooper and Cody Love. Gentlemen, you can speak up. Your mic's on.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Oh, we're good. We're doing great.
Hey, so you're in the studio over there, and there's another person over there. Have you ever met that gentleman?
No, I don't think so.
That is the Flower City Kid, Milliman.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
How are you, Milliman?
Oh man, it's been a while. Been a while.
So that's the I don't know if you probably heard the episode. You were here when I talked about the I call it the Milliman driver.
When
That's him.
Yep.
Yeah, he dropped me on my head. That's him.
When Latin Soldier
That's the
was here.
Yeah, when Latin Soldier White Shoes.
Well, we want to talk about drivers. If you guys have ever ridden in a vehicle with Cayden, Mr. Text while driving.
Oh my God! Put me on blast, why don't you? Wow.
He's one of
Okay.
those. He's definitely one of those ones you ought to be careful with. You talk about seeing all the young boys sleeping in the cars. You don't
Yeah,
sleep
so
in the
you just
car
turned
with
his mic
Cayden.
off. But so tonight, before we get into anything, before we even get into UPW, because that's why I want the process here tonight. I want to talk to you, Dave.
All right.
Dave, you were on the road. What was it? Not last week. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Last weekend. You were on the road.
I
It
was.
was an adventure.
Yeah, it was definitely an adventure.
Got some stories?
Sure.
Give us some stories. Give us some stories. Let's hear it.
I'm going to try to remember everything in order, too, because I'm horrible about going back in time, trying to tell all bits and pieces, not all together. So I'm going to try to do it story by story, basically, to tell the whole weekend.
Oh boy, this is gonna. Either you're gonna put me to sleep, or you really? I just got your text message. Really? I just got it.
We texted you, like, we were on time, but nobody came to open the
Yeah,
door.
we're staying out there for like 20 minutes. All right.
I don't want to hear it. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. So left Friday morning. We were told to be there around 1 or so. And by the time we got there, we found out, even a couple hours away from Philly, we found out that a lot of the flights were delayed.
Okay.
So I didn't have any until about, supposed to be around 3 or so.
So all the flights were delayed. That's how that's how it started. That's how this trip started.
So first we tried to
Oh,
get to, finally we got to,
Hold on, I'm gonna do the hot sound for you. Take a swig for the working man.
I think we reached Philly around 1:30 or so. Located the 2300 Arena, the ECW
Oh
Arena.
goddamn. Yeah.
And we found the hotel and everything, chilled for a little while.
What?
They were just some driving around.
What?
And I didn't have any drives until, well, it's supposed to have been the Sheik.
Cheeky baby?
Who was very
Which
cool.
Sheik? Which Sheik we talking
The
about?
Sheik. Is his
Oh,
real name.
oh wow! You put like a real mark. You put his real name out there. Wow, like a real mark you are.
But anyway, so I finally got to the airport. I was told that his flight was delayed. It was supposed to be 3:24.
Where's he coming from?
He was coming from
Cali?
no, actually Florida,
Oh, okay. All right.
I believe.
Ain't bad.
No, it might have been LA.
God damn.
I can't remember. I met so many.
Dave, you're the one that's on this trip. How the hell do you not know this stuff?
Actually, it's from Cali. It's from Cali because that's where
Jesus.
PCW is. But anyway, I was told it was 8 o'clock. So finally, when I got to the airport, found where I had to be. He didn't get on until 9.
Okay.
So I was on the road just picking him up for about an hour and a half.
Very nice.
And then within the first 2 minutes of conversation, he asked me, how to become a driver. I was like, well, I drove 6 hours to come to Philly to a city I've never been to before to drive you guys around for the weekend just to get my foot in the door.
Very
He's
nice.
like, what do you do? Are you a wrestler or what? I'm like, no, well, horrible wrestler, gone commentator, gone to now video editor, videographer.
Damn, you just went.
And well, he's like,
flunk down that line.
well, I own Pacific Coast Wrestling. I'm looking for an editor.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I sent him some
Yeah.
of my material. I haven't heard nothing yet, but I'm thinking, even if I don't get nothing now,
Yeah.
at least down the road, I'm only gonna get better from now.
Okay.
So at least I got that connection.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah, see, I like the way you think, Dave. There you go.
Yeah. Keep open-minded.
There you go. See, smart man. I like
Right.
the way you think. So you sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
So I got the basically hung out with her from like 9 to I didn't get to his hotel, drop him off about 10:30.
So the question that I have, let's get to the good stuff. Did you or did you not drive Teddy Hart?
I did not drive Teddy Hart, but I do have a story about Teddy Hart from that Sunday
Weird.
night
You have
after
a story
show.
about Teddy Hart. All
I
right, let's
do.
hear it.
Well, it's not exactly with him, but let's go on to Saturday. We didn't do anything much until about 11 a.m. We had to go to the hotel and take everybody from there to the 2300 Arena, do trips until everybody was out of the hotel.
Just call it the. Why do you have to call it 2300? Just call it the arena.
All right, the arena. Whatever.
Okay.
So I got to the hotel waiting. I was told there was going to be like an hour wait or whatever until they to do a little meeting, and then we're going to start taking guys to the hotel. Do a few
Yeah.
trips until they're all gone.
I'm gonna take
So I went inside,
Coke.
seen Joe that I met the night before.
Yeah.
Simon Gotch was there, who we've seen before.
Ah,
weeks
good
ago,
dude,
you
good
know.
brother, 9.5 inches.
And then one of the first guys I met that morning was Matt Stryker. He was about 15 feet away from me and actually just walked towards me and said, greeted me and everything.
And he
And
looked at you and he said, "You got it." I don't know what it is, but you got it.
he's a little bigger in person too.
What?
Well, everybody looks small on TV.
Oh, I thought he was talking about his package. I was like, Jesus, Dave.
No.
Okay.
I'm not
Good for you,
following
brother.
this guy. I'm straight, dude.
Yeah, his package might be at work. Who knows? That's good stuff. All right,
Right.
all right. So you were how far from Stryker?
About 10, 15 feet away.
Did you have a conversation with him?
Very small. Just like, dude, I'm
Like hi, bye.
basically just
Good,
I'm
smart,
a
smart.
fan. Your commentary grew
You
on
said
me.
you were a fan.
Of his commentary
Oh.
work. Of his commentary work.
Oh,
He
I
grew
thought you
on
were
me.
gonna say it was wrestling.
Since I started watching Lucha and stuff like that, he grew on me.
All right,
And I was still
I'll give you that.
commentating at the time when I started watching too, so it was, taking a little bit of feedback and learning a few things, I always compare myself to other commentators so I
Okay.
can, this is what I should do, or they do this and I don't.
Listen,
So.
I understand. I understand.
And then I noticed a few guys
Somebody's
in the crowd.
phone going off. Clearly, I hear it.
I noticed a few guys in the hotel. A lot of them were in the lobby.
Okay.
I started picking out who was who I knew, and who I might actually recognize. Dude, I saw the Lucha Bros without their masks.
Bro, you better watch yourself. You get stabbed for talking like that.
I'm just.
I'm
Now
just
they know
saying,
their
you
names. I can't describe what they look like. I just.
better not.
I was
You're
able
not
to.
supposed to know.
I was able to look over, see guys talking to Conan, and be like,
What do you mean? That's their faces. There is no mask. It's their face. Dare you say
I didn't
it's
take no
mask.
pics. I'm not putting them underneath the table. or
Yeah,
nothing.
you
I'm just saying. I thought that was.
kayfabe, brother. That's how you get killed real
I
fast.
thought that was cool.
But that's so. Did you talk to them at all?
I did not. They were
But
talking
I-
to Conan, and then I believe they got a ride with Brandy, who was in charge of the drivers that weekend. I don't know if that was-
Because I was gonna say there's no way in hell you spoke to what's his face. Why can't I remember his name?
Panta or the Ray Phoenix.
What's the other one? Pentagon.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak English. Though I did see a great. Tell me if you guys saw this. It was a great. How do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it GIF or GIF? GIF. There you go. That's what I like to hear. So I saw a GIF, and it was it was the Lucha Brothers. I don't know who they were facing, but they went up double stomp package pile driver. He hits the ropes. The referee is in the way, so he has to the ref has to jump out of the way. So he has to continue on hitting the ropes to go back to do a suicide dive. My man misses the guy. It was that's right. It was SCU. He misses Kazarian, and he goes and takes out the first 3 rows.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I saw
Did you
that.
see it?
Yeah.
Amazing, but it was so good. The commentary. I wish I could say what the commentator said. He's like, "What the?" And you just seen someone looking at Ray Phoenix like, "Bro, you good? Bro, you alive?" And you know Pentagon's in the ring like, "Oh, Baba, no!"
I literally watched that and was like, oh my, why, like, this ref needs to get out of the way. What is he doing?
So good. I was hoping the ref got. That's what the
Right.
commentator says. He goes, "Oh, the ref almost got. Oh, what the? He just took out the first 3 rows."
he might have got himself killed out back. What's the match over?
What, the ref?
Yeah.
Oh, Pentagon. You could see Penta was yelling at him in the ring. He knows no English, so it was probably a lot of Spanish.
We have heard him speak English in TNA though.
That's my Spanish, by the way.
That's exactly what's
In
Spanish.
Lucha, they kept him totally Spanish.
What's going on? Come here now. Listen to me.
In TNA, he has spoke English.
What?
In TNA, he has spoke English.
Yeah, like 3 words. Okay, no, maybe.
That's all
And
he
it was
needs to
all
know.
no because it was TNA. I'm sorry, what?
That's all he needs to know, man.
That's all he needs to know. But Dave,
Yeah.
Teddy Hart.
But anyway, so
We're going back to the story.
well, I ended up making 3.
Back to the story!
I ended up making 3 rides just from the hotel that morning actually.
Okay.
All right. Finally, who got in my vehicle? 5 guys come out because I've had to stand around just tell them
5 guys got in your vehicle.
your ride's here. You know, I'm just basically waiting around for about an hour before I was able to take anybody. Who sat beside me in the passenger seat was Conan.
There you go.
Right behind me was Low Key.
Oh, you had one World Warrior in your car.
Then it was 3 other guys who I'm not aware of. I think.
I like how he just straight no-sold me on that. Literally, I'm talking about Warrior, and he just no-sold me. Just kept on with the story. Thanks, Dave. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the other 3
He
guys.
keeps going.
The other 3 guys I'm not familiar with. I couldn't catch if they're wrestlers. I think 2 of them are actually in production and stuff like that. There's a lot of background, a lot of backstage guys there.
That's
execs or whatever. And I got in the same conversation, saying I drove her from Rochester, drive you guys around this weekend, get my foot in the door. And that normally started up a conversation throughout the whole weekend, just saying it to guys. So, and Low Key was talking to me for the whole 15-minute ride about editing and stuff like that. He was so much more talking about it, you would imagine.
Talking about that
Just
Warrior.
nice dude, man.
Warrior's way.
I didn't expect it.
I talk monotone.
That really deep
Wow.
voice, looked in my rearview mirror, and it's Low Key talking to me, man. Just to verify to myself that it wasn't just in the clouds,
Nah,
That was cool.
But
Conan
you-
didn't say a word. Conan was on his phone the whole time, but it was cool talking to Low Key.
high balls, but that's okay.
And then I took the production guy in the passenger seat in my second run with.
Did
Gotch.
anybody get Coke?
No, not that I saw. With Simon Gotch and Tom Lawler was with me on my second run.
You had Tom Lawler?
Yeah,
He's good people.
yeah. Ended up stopping in the store for a little bit and
You had
stuff
the
like that on the
MLW
way there.
heavyweight champion in your car.
Right?
Look at that.
Hells yeah.
There you go. So now when you do Uber or Lyft, you can say, hey, I had MLW champ in this car.
Right?
Double the pay.
I'll write it like in a laminated writing on the back of
Yeah,
it.
you might as well if you
Back
got
seat.
the Uber and stuff.
Right.
So-
Low key, Tom Lawler sat here.
So moving on.
Right.
But it was a good time all in all.
Yeah.
All right. So did you get to you networked? You said you got to network a lot, right?
I did.
Did you get any jobs?
Possibly in the future.
No, that's not bad.
I'm feeling pretty positive about it.
Awesome, man.
When I got home Sunday, I ended up sending some of my work to them. Sending links to where they check out my work. So
Good for you, bro. So
on
you
Facebook and YouTube.
you did a lot. So you pretty much did a lot while you were down there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's all give it up for Dave Keller. Give it up. Let's give it up. Good job, Dave. Good job.
Right. Thank you.
So,
But then I ended up making a run. Once the show started, I think actually right before it started, I was told I had to go pick up. Someone was sent to go pick up
So you didn't
Aerostar.
you didn't even get to watch the show.
No, I actually got to see it. This was
He actually got to guys.
the show didn't
He
start-
actually did get to see it though. All right, he did get to see it.
The show didn't start till
He's so
7:30.
angry.
The show didn't start till 7:30. 6 o'clock, someone was told to go to the airport.
Which
this was a guy
while
that-
the show was happening.
This was a guy that just came in from PA. That was one of Zimmer's boys. Actually, it was
Aerostar?
Frank Cesano from NTW.
Are you
A referee.
again? Why are you dropping like
Was told to go pick. Was told to go to the airport.
Mark?
Was told to the airport to go pick up Aerostar and King Puma. Oh, Puma King.
Puma
Sorry.
King.
Puma King. And he was unsuccessful. He couldn't, didn't have
He couldn't
anything.
get to the airport. He didn't know how to get to
The airport was really confusing though. You had to actually take a loop to come around to be able to go to the terminals, and it was confusing. It took me a few times to understand what the heck I was doing. It took me twice to even go around to pick up the Chic, based on where you can actually park without getting in trouble. Because there's spots where you had to stay in the vehicle and it was only 30-minute parking. So you get out, you end up getting a ticket. Frank ended up getting a $42 ticket.
Really?
So when I pulled up, what I actually happened to park, and I was smart, we kept James with us when we went to go do these runs. In
Okay.
case we had to get on a spot where we couldn't exactly park, he can move it and let us know. By phone,
All right.
message or whatever. So when I got out, I left James in the car, just noticed Frank behind me, so I went to Frank and like, dude, you able to find him? No. I'm like, would you have a sign with you? He's like, no, I wasn't smart enough to bring these dry erase boards, which I got picked on the whole time for bringing them. But it worked to my benefit.
'Cause you got him.
Within 1 minute, I walked in the building and walked out with both of them.
Okay.
Neither one spoke a word of English, but I got them. It's a good thing I had their names written on the back of this sign. So then we cross the street, look over at Frank, give him a thumbs up. Dude, he stepped on his gas because he's probably spent like an hour trying to find these guys.
And you got him, and now he's angry.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then took him to the car, 10, 12 minutes, we're at the arena. Yeah. I was able to watch a great show, took more guys back. After I dropped MJF off and this other new guy, which I forget his name because it was his debut there, I had him get him back to the hotel. Joe was begging me to go to the Teddy Hart's birthday party, which they're all going to. And this was already 2:30 in the morning.
There we go. Now it's going to get interesting. I like it.
This gets interesting.
Teddy Hart.
It was already 2:30.
All you got to say is Teddy Hart. It's going to get interesting.
It's already like 2 a.m.,
Not
2:30.
interesting, not interesting.
And and I was like, my knees were shot. I was in boots all day. I'm like, my feet are killing me. I'm old as hell. You know this.
Yeah, pretty
So I'm
much.
just gonna relax the whole hotel and pass out when I pass out. But he's like, come on. He begged me for like half an hour. Come on. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll go to Teddy Hart. And we'll drive separate. And if I feel like going, I'll just stay a little bit, make my name known, and leave. And so by the time I found the place, I noticed Joe was on the front porch going in the door. I'm like, all right, that's the right house. I see Joe. So I parked, got out, past Gotch, past Low Key, who was talking to somebody in the corner.
I was really hoping you called him by his real name.
No, I just said, hey. I'm going up the
stabbed.
I'm going up the stairs, into the door, and the guy wouldn't let me in the party. Apparently, he wanted the names, a phone number, and a donation.
Should have gave him a donation. It was Teddy Hart.
Earlier that day,
Yeah.
I took the rest of my $25 of the $27 I had
And you
and gave it
bought
to
Wendy's.
somebody to put gas in their vehicle that could continue driving people around.
Why would you do that?
Because he was on the phone as I had Fatu and Sheik in the back complaining, saying he didn't have enough gas and
What
we
are
were
you
supposed to
talking
make all
about,
these
Fatu?
runs. I had Sheik and Fatu in the back.
Talking about Samu?
Fatu.
Oh, you had Fatu.
Fatu.
Oh, okay.
And they both gave me props because I handled the situation.
Look at you.
I calmed them down by saying that you can have cash. I'll get there in 10 minutes.
Who's the driver?
I'm not going to put him on the bus.
Oh, you can definitely. Do I know who it is?
But anyway, this
I know
person,
him? Yes, I
this
know him.
person was already in the party. And then Joe had joined him. And here I was trying to join them because Joe begged me to come out. And I couldn't get in the door because all I had was $2. He wanted a donation of 20.
So you were like, bro, I've been driving you guys around all day. Here's $2. Let me in.
2 hours later, when I got home, saying I
Like,
could have gave him, I could have told him I was with production. Apparently,
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. I didn't know who this guy was. I thought he might have been with MLW. I didn't know
Who
he was
cares?
just
You've
a,
been
just
driving
a
them
friend
around.
of Teddy's. But anyway, I once again did not feel like I was part of the cool kids. I got turned away from the cool party while the cool kids were. Decided to drive back home. I was so PO, dude. Half an hour back, I probably ranted about this guy the whole time. Then woke up to them coming in the door and just spurting out my feelings about the whole situation. Half asleep.
And did you talk? Did you let Teddy know how you felt?
No.
You should have let Teddy know.
We got up Sunday morning,
Smacked you with
not
his
knowing what was going on, and apparently everybody was just using the shuttle from the hotel once they're done with their promos that day to the airport. So,
Oh, wow.
so basically just those 2 days, just Friday and Saturday. But interesting weekend. It was great until that point. I kind of felt like I was the geek again out of the group, not able to be allowed to the Teddy Hart party, but the party I didn't want to go to in the first place because I was beat and just basically just drove for an hour to get my feelings hurt. But it's
I'm gonna be
I make
honest with you,
connections. I
sometimes-
met guys I never probably would have met if I didn't go.
Hey, so
You know?
you did a positive because you did a positive while getting hit with a negative.
Right.
But you made a lot of connects.
Yeah.
It's good for you, bro.
One of the people that I brought back that
Did you
Saturday
say the
night
execs?
after the show was
Ooh.
actually the producer.
Whoa. Wait, it was a so the one you brought back after the party that you did not get in.
No. Before the party, before I'm going home, I
Alright,
wanted
so
everybody
before
from.
the party, you brought an exec where?
He was from the network to the hotel.
What network? What, the
From
Fight
the
Network?
2300 ring. He's actually the media production manager
What are you handing me? What is this?
of the BNSports.com.
This is the guy that you could have said you were with that could have got you into the party that you could have had fun at.
These are one of the guys that
Notice the word I keep saying is coulda.
this is what
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
this is one of the guys I took back to the hotel from the venue that Saturday night before the whole
Dave,
Teddy Hart
Dave,
situation.
You could have been a contender. Could have been a contender.
But that's one of the guys I sent my work to who
Well,
someday
that's- you know
may
what?
bring me in.
You did a lot of connects. You met execs. You didn't get into the Teddy Hart party. I saw a picture of it on Facebook.
Yep.
So, it is what it is, bro. You missed a lot of fun, I
Yeah,
guess.
they sent the door like $20. They're trying to
Teddy
feed
Hart's
the
party, son.
trying
You
to
all
feed
went
the
Teddy
cats.
Hart anyway.
trying to feed the cats. He said.
All right. Dave, again. Round of applause. That's what you get, Dave. That's what you get. All right, moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the process.
What's up?
Process is in the building.
I'm a fan.
Are you a fan, though?
I am a fan of the process.
Melvin, you know the process?
I've seen a couple matches. Yes,
Are you
I have.
impressed with these guys?
I'm
Yeah,
actually
it's,
am pretty
it's-
impressed with being a former, tag team competitor.
That is true.
I do appreciate some of the matches I've seen of you guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
That is, they are the process. They are UPW young blood. And you know what? I'm noticing that they're not just in UPW. They're making their.
We're making moves,
they're
baby.
making moves.
Making moves, making $1 billion moves.
Yo, Wild Zero, and now you're at Wild Zero Beyond.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Beyond Wrestling has always been a favorite of mine. So for them, which I will get to in a little bit, but for them to come into New York, which I don't think they ever have, and partnering with Wild Zero, you're on the card, gentlemen, and
Yes, we are.
good for you guys. And I'm not gonna put your match just out right now, but I was very, very happy to see, which you probably noticed because you guys follow me on social media, that I put you out on blast and made you sound
Yeah.
really good. 'Cause
Yes, yeah.
you guys, unlike some of
Put us over a little bit.
Dave and my own partner. I hate Maximo. Maximo Suave is listening right now to our radio show at a podcast because he's doing a podcast with Tiger Smith. You heard that right, Nolan.
Interesting.
Podcast.
I kind of didn't want to say anything,
He's
but hey.
the co-host of this show, but he's got better things to do.
Hey.
You know what? I don't need him. He's gone.
It's a better show without him. Anyway.
It probably is.
I'll take his chair.
What'd you say? You'll take his chair?
I'll take his chair.
I didn't mean that.
Hey, you can always replace him with risk.
Don't even get me started with Risk. Risk is not allowed to leave the state of Virginia. He already did something. I mean, did I say that out loud? Oh, God. All right, commercial break. No. So we got UPW's returning to Brockport. UPW's returning to Brockport this Saturday, February 9th, Valentine's Day Massacre. Now, let me hit you with some of these matches. Are you guys ready? Are you? For the first time ever, and I mean ever, the former Extreme Ref, who's now probably one of the biggest guys in the locker room, that guy is jacked, H.C. Loke will be taking on hybrid Sean Carr. This is a first, ever. This match has never happened anywhere. So this is going to be interesting.
This is going to be a good match.
It is. Then you have, what was it? The time ticking bomb. Time ticking bomb. I don't know. The ticking time. There it is. The ticking time bomb. A la Bam Bam. He is the No Limits champion. That is right, Milliman. You hear that?
Hey.
He's the current UPW No Limits champion.
I did see that recently on social media, and congratulations.
He beat Colin Delaney.
I was surprised in that
Hey,
match.
hey,
I really was.
Can we just talk about?
I do have to say I beat Colin Delaney too for the No Limits Championship.
Did you really?
Well, yeah, he was in the 4-way.
Who else was in the 4-way? It's been what, 5 years?
Gabe Saint
Okay.
and Nick Ando.
I can't remember that match.
Well, what do you expect? No one's going to remember a match of somebody who was the shortest reigning No Limits champion.
What was it, like 2 minutes?
45.
That's amazing. Let's see. Yes, so the ticking time bomb Bam Bam defends his title against downtown Jordan Brown. I think that's what we're going with nowadays, right?
Downtown?
Downtown? You're going downtown, son. You know why we call him downtown? Just follow him on Facebook. That's all I gotta say.
What can Brown do for you?
Yo, what can Brown do for you? A lot.
I can't say his other catchphrase because
Oh, he wants that. Moving on. The Dusty Taker Invitational Battle Royal. 30 men entering the ring for a chance. Now, I don't even know if you get anything for it, but I know that the very first champion got a sick trophy with his name imprinted.
oh,
Yeah. You know who that guy was? Me.
so
It always comes back to you.
Yeah, it's my show.
You know, now that I think about it, I still have beef with you over that. You kicked me in the nuts after you won that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I actually just watched that too. I was like, that's right, I kicked him in the balls. It's not like,
it makes you feel better. I headbutted Cayden and balls a lot
yeah.
last practice.
Yo,
At least like
Literally hit
6
me
or 7
with it.
times.
Like, and one called me like square.
He definitely deserves it most of the time.
But yeah, the Dusty Taker Battle Royal. Last week we spoke about former champions. It is myself was the original. Then Chris Worthless was the second. Oh my God, I can't remember the third one. Chris Worthless. I know Bam Bam was the fourth.
Yeah, Jensen was the second.
Jensen was the second. I'm sorry, you're right. Jeremy Jensen was the second. Chris Worthless was the third. Bam Bam is the fourth. So who will be the fifth Dusty Taker Invitational champion? How is that possible?
If one of us wins,
Okay.
We all win.
we all win.
No, if one of you wins, only one of you wins.
It's a combined effort.
See, you don't understand.
How do I not understand? I'm in a tag team.
Well, that's
There are a couple,
that's easy.
dude.
It comes
That's how it
down to the
works.
final two, and they just rock, paper,
There are a
scissors.
couple of times.
You're in a tag team.
Yeah?
We
You're in
are
a tag team.
in love. We are
I'm sorry, what?
we are partners.
You're in a partnership?
Yeah, we're
Um,
bestest friends.
Yeah.
That's why one carries the other when they come through the curtain.
And he drops him on the gate.
Hey,
It's okay. Accidents happen.
Hey,
That was no, I think he did it.
no,
Takes
it,
it back
wasn't
up
an
and keeps
accident.
going.
He
Okay.
apologized. He kissed it okay.
You know,
This is a radio show, guys.
I don't
It's
know.
2019, guys.
There is censoring.
It is.
So-
It is 2019.
So wait, it's 2019. So, all right. So what I'm trying to get. So if Cody Love wins,
Yeah.
what happens to TC Cooper?
He also wins.
It's a shared victory.
No,
Yeah, 50-50.
no, because one of you have to go over the top rope. You can't both win. I'm just saying facts. That's what I do. Hashtag facts. Cayden,
It
facts.
doesn't matter if I win or if T wins. Okay.
Why's it gotta be you first? Why can't it be if T
Okay.
wins?
If T wins or if I win, it doesn't matter.
Why's it always gotta be about you? What if just T wins? Yep. I'm not Maximo Suave. It's always about Maximo. The show is called Catching Up with Cayden for a reason. Not catching up with Spanish.
No, but we're such a good and close friendship and partnership that whatever one does, the other one is immediately attached to.
I can't roll with it. There's only one winner. There's only one winner, bruh. I can't go with it.
Well, you will be surprised. We'll have the first double win.
Right, first
All right.
first co-winners.
Yeah.
Dusty.
Unfortunately, guys, I don't think the Freebird rules works for single belts.
No, they work for tag team titles all of a sudden, which we'll get into. Lionel Knight returns. Black Lavender, daddy. Black Lavender returns to take on the ace of pro wrestling, the UPW heavyweight champion, Icon Ace. Now that's a match I'm looking forward to seeing. What do you guys think? You think Icon has it in the bag?
That's a good question.
Or do you think Black Lavender?
Hey, I believe in Icon. All right.
You believe in Icon?
He's the ace. All right.
He's the.
I believe in
Jesus.
Icon. It's just I don't know.
You don't sound very believable.
I don't, Lionel Knight he's a
Lionel.
It's gonna be a tough match.
yeah.
I'll put it that way. They're both good.
Chocolate.
You never know what Knight's gonna pull out, so it's there.
What?
Never
What's he
mind.
pulling out?
A win. Just
Maybe.
a win. That's
Maybe.
all.
Maybe a shank.
A shank. Why has he got to pull out a shank?
I don't know.
'Cause he's
We're
black?
we're pulling things out. What else would you pull out?
But yeah, Black Lavender and the ace of pro wrestling for the UPW heavyweight title. You have the four-way tag, which I'll get to in a second because you guys are in the building. We have a steel cage match with me, myself, and Maximo Suave will be partnering up with Cameron, and we'll be taking on the Vile Society in a steel cage. I can't wait till I beat Jeremy Jensen's face off. I hate him. I hate him so much. But we move on. I digress. The four-way tag team match. Now, I've seen a lot of fireworks on social media as of late. So who started it? Was this Nightbreed or did the McLeods start it?
I think he just started attacking each other.
I believe it was Nightbreed. I've been trying to stay out of it, trying to keep my head clear for this
And we
match.
got focused on this match, not on the,
We've been training.
the social
We don't
media.
have time to have arguments with people we're going to beat later.
Ooh, okay. So, what I'm trying to gather, who are you? I don't want to say afraid. Afraid is not the word, but who are you most? Who are you most worried about in this match?
Listen, I gotta get my payback on them two Wrestling Liberation Front. We
Oh yeah.
we beat them twice,
Clean.
and they attacked us twice.
So, do you think they have a grudge against you because you pulled out the win?
I think so.
I believe they're jealous.
Yeah, I think they're just jealous.
Jealousy?
I think they're jealous of our friendship, really.
Yeah.
Why, you don't think they have a good enough friendship?
I don't, not as strong as ours.
I don't know.
Really?
No,
You see it dwindling?
it might be.
It could
Honestly.
be. I'm not sure here. I mean, from the way it looks, it seems like Cloudy kind of runs the show there. So
Whoa, really?
who knows? I don't know. But
So,
they're not. If one of them tries to Tombstone Pile Driver, my bestest friend in the whole world again.
Again, for the how many time?
I believe it'll be the third time. It'll
I've
be the
taken
third
one
time.
of those. Is it the double?
It's the double.
I've taken that. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it either. Okay, you have a good face. You have a nice face. I don't want them to mess it up.
So, okay.
Thanks, Cody.
You have a great
So-
face.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I'm so confused at what's going on
Yeah,
here.
what were you saying, Ken?
I was just,
We got a
I
tag
was-
team love
you-
fest going on.
I noticed that. So what I don't get is
there-
you didn't
is there a
answer.
problem with that?
You didn't answer the question. You seem like you're skating away from the question. You said you want to get revenge on the Wrestling Liberation Front, but you never said what team you might be worried about in that match.
Because we're not worried about any team.
Well,
Really?
Were you worried?
I'm not saying particularly worried, all right, because we always walk into a match and everyone doesn't believe in us.
That is true.
But that's what trust the process means, all right? That's what it's all about.
That's what the TTP stands
That's what
for?
TTP.
Not that FTR. Free the revival.
Yeah, that's what that means.
TTP.
TTP, that's right.
Trust the pink.
What?
Trust the process. So, Cody Love and TC Cooper, you got it in the bag, is what you're telling me. You
Not
Definitely.
not generally the bag, but we always have a bag full of surprises.
bag full of surprises. All right. So you
We never
have.
know what's in our tights.
So in your match, okay. So in your match,
Better warn the ref on that one.
in your match, it'll be you two. It'll be Rockstar Robbie Vegas. What does he go by? Mad Dog. Nightbreed. Then you have, I can never remember their solo names. The McLeods. Big McLeod, Little McLeod. Wrestling Liberation Front.
The other people I have to say the McLeods are
They're a wow factor.
they're a wild factor.
So like because we
Wild
haven't
card.
wild card. Wow.
I understood what you meant.
And well, we haven't faced them yet, so it's kind of it's a new thing, new experience for us.
We've wrestled Robbie before.
Okay.
I don't think we've wrestled Mad Dog yet.
Oh, you ready? You not ready for the Mad Dog?
I don't know. Just watching the McLeods, they're very mean.
They are very
Yeah,
just.
they're rough. They're rough and tough.
Yeah, they're rough and tough, man.
They are. Milliman, you know the McLeods, right?
Yeah, I have had the chance to step in the ring with the
You don't
McLeods.
sound happy about it.
They if anything are the team to, if you guys are gonna worry about, be the team to worry about. They are the veterans
Yeah,
Rough
in
and
this
tough
match.
vets.
There's wily vets out there.
So like,
They're very large.
Even though it seems like they have a little grudge against, from what I see, the Wrestling Liberation Front.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
let's,
right.
let's be honest.
No one likes Chris Worthless.
Got that right.
So true.
but at the same time, as long as I've known the McLeods, they tend to have a beef with any other tag team that they've come across,
Especially Spanish people.
especially Spanish people.
I've noticed that one. It's that Irish blood, bro.
Maybe
Just doesn't like something
that's why they
Spanish.
never came after the Rock City Warriors.
You guys are
We're not Spanish.
not Spanish enough, bruh. You weren't high on the Spanish meter. But yeah, so this 4-way tag, you know, there's a lot going on this show. A lot of, I'd like to say, a lot of young blood showcased on this event, and I'm seeing a lot of that happening. You know, UPW is really pushing out some new stars, some new faces. Got a bunch of guys at the school, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they have. You know, everyone's talking about what I should say. This city is, you know, top of the line, great wrestlers. You know, everyone coming out of this school is awesome. Blah blah blah. This, that, another thing. You know what? I see these guys at UPW busting their butts every night, And when it comes time for the show, they're there putting the ring up. They're the last ones taking the ring down, shaking everyone's hand. And people talk about respect, not in Rochester, which I think is a lack of BS. A total BS. But there's a lot of respect in Rochester, especially now. I see a lot of things changing in upstate professional wrestling, which leads me to the next thing. Did you guys hear about the announcement of March 1st? Of course we did. Did you guys hear about it? March 1st?
What's March 1st?
Aren't you, like, the videographer? Like, shouldn't you know this stuff?
Are you referring about the school changing?
Yeah!
The name transformation?
The name transfer, man. I like the way you worded that. The name transfer. What are you doing with that cord?
I'm a fiddler.
If Maximo was here,
you wouldn't have gotten that kind of gold.
He's literally playing with the cord.
I've been doing this for like
I know.
hour, dude.
I hear it, and I was trying not to like abruptly stop and like look at you and go, "What the hell are you doing?"
Do you want me to eat and fidget with the wrath for the whole time?
Oh, now you're talking about Maximo. There you go. But yeah, baby, Flower City Wrestling Academy coming at you March 1st. Possible open house. It's a lot of new things on the horizon for upstate. Possible, I don't know, a lot of things changing. A lot of things changing. Like you guys, since you've come in, I think you're already seeing some of the changes. You know, between people that are at the school, guys that are on the show, trainers, stuff like that, logos. You're seeing a lot of changes already, right?
Yeah, good amount.
I would say so. No.
Because when we first, I don't even know, when we first came up, there was,
It was like, what, 7 months ago now?
yeah, and there wasn't even like, there was like 4 people up there.
Not even. There were like 3 like legit students up there working like daily.
It was like you, and
No, before
Matt
it was like both. It was
Like
Jordan. It was
Jordan Brown, Matt
Brown,
Wolf.
Matt Wolf,
and
and then us.
maybe Secor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was it.
And then we came up, and then it just people started coming up now. And now
Yeah,
we
like I
got
said.
People saw what we had to do, and they decided they wanted to become a wrestler. So
we got a good crew up there now.
not to put myself over, but we're pretty
No.
great.
You guys, I'm not going to put you over, but you guys are, you guys definitely, you're hungry, you're talented.
Starving.
Clearly, look at you.
You put a little power out.
Someone get that boy a sandwich.
Yeah, right? But you guys are definitely hungry. You see it, you're in the ring, you're busting your asses, you're doing the work, and it shows. It definitely shows. Everyone's looking. So, you know, for those that say Rochester isn't the place to be when it comes to wrestling, can kiss my ass, and I think they can kiss everyone's ass from upstate professional wrestling. Would I be correct to say that, gentlemen?
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I like. All right, we're going to be right back, take a quick break, and we'll hit you with some knowledge when we get back, all right?
Check out Elbow to the Jaw Video Productions on Facebook, and you will see Ultimate Wrestling, Upstate Pro Wrestling, Catching Up with Cayden, much, much more. State Pro Wrestling presents to you Valentine's Day Massacre. The Defiance challenges UPW Tag Team Champions, the Bio Society, in a steel cage match. Valentine's Day Massacre. Elks Lodge, 4400 Sweden Walker Road, Brockport, New York. Be there.
It's long.
Same off kayfabe.
Do you know what song this is? This is my old theme song. It's criminal! Ow! There ought to be a law! Criminal! There ought to be a whole lot more! You got nothing for nothing! Tell me, who can you trust? I'm waiting for that one line. We got what you want!
Did you sing?
Yeah.
Yes, he
And
is.
you got the love! If you want blood!
Yeah, he is good.
I think he is.
You got it! That song is amazing. You know what's funny thing about that song? I used it during my time in MVW and American Championship Entertainment.
That's hilarious.
That song is godly. By the way, do you know what movie uses that song? Anybody?
How old is the song?
A couple of years.
It's only a couple years old.
You know what I meant.
So there's like 20 movies that it's a
But
possibility it's
probably the most current one.
been in. Well, I don't even know.
You ever seen, was it Clive Barker in Shoot 'Em Up?
I've never seen that.
You never seen Shoot 'Em Up? Where he literally falls out of an airplane, skydives, and he just starts shooting people left and right without a parachute. And then,
Is that movie that's like all first person?
no, but I know which one you're
That's
talking
Hardcore
about.
Henry.
Yes.
Yeah, that is
No,
Hardcore
the
Henry.
one I'm talking about, this guy, the first scene, he kills somebody with a carrot.
That is awesome.
He literally kills the guy with a carrot. Shoot him up. Check it out. It
Hold up,
is.
Google.
It is amazing.
Rating
Put,
that.
if you want blood, is the name of the song, but it is amazing because he kills a guy with a carrot in the opening scene.
It came out in 2007.
It's the most current one that uses the song.
I think it's more recent than that.
No.
It's from
No.
Children of Men in it.
Yes, and I can't. What is something Barker, right? Owen Barker,
Yeah,
something like that.
Clive Owen.
Clive Owen. Is it Clive Owen?
Clive Owen, yeah.
So good. It is so good. Literally, it starts off with.
Paul Giamatti.
Yes, it's so good. It's so good. He literally, like, oh my God, what is it? He shoots the president, like something. It's like a whole scandal and everything. And he's like, I have to, you need to do it. You have to kill me. And he's like giving this hardcore speech that he's gonna take it for the United States, for our kind, and Owen just shoots him like dead in the face, and the guy's like, no, and he just jumps out of a plane, and you're like, if you want blood, and he just starts shooting people left and right as he's falling out of a plane.
Oh man.
The best scene ever.
Sounds like a 2000s action movie.
Yep.
It was awesome. The only thing it missed out, it needed a little Chuck Norris. You put Chuck Norris in that movie, world ends. World ends.
If they put Chuck Norris in the movie, a lot more people probably would have heard of it.
Millen, I was going to talk about, you coming back to wrestling, but let's move on with Wild Zero and Beyond Wrestling. Now, let's start. We got some time left. You got
Yeah, a little bit.
You got about 2 minutes, so let's talk about your career in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, and we're done.
Yeah, here you go. So,
Inspiration to us all.
Rock City Warriors, shortest reigning No Limits champion, and that's my career.
there you go.
There we go.
There you go. Ever held the UW tag team titles?
Yep, that's
See?
it. There you go.
Right.
UW
You
tag
forgot about
champions
that.
too. Yep.
I know there was a reason you were probably trying not to. I understand.
No, I actually forgot.
So,
I almost forgot about that too, you bastards. They took it from us.
oh my God.
They took it from
Oh my
us.
God! Charisma right there that just came out
Still
of
sore
him.
over that?
He's very salty right now all of a sudden. So what's bringing you back in the game? I saw you at an event. You've been in the ring working. What did you get the bite?
It's the cabin fever, man.
You gotta scratch that itch.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta scratch that itch.
So-
You go out on an injury and you can't make it back when you want to, and you sit around and do nothing. It's just
Eat.
it eats. Well, I mean,
Literally.
I can't. I can't do that to myself. If you've seen pictures of my father, you'd understand why. He's
Gotcha.
not a big eater either.
Gotcha.
But now you know that sitting around, seeing everybody moving forward and moving up, it's like, oh man, I could be moving up with these guys. I could be moving on with these guys, and it's just I had a couple people talk me into just do it, man. Quit talking about it and do it, and I'm doing I've been traveling since the beginning of the year. I've been doing traveling almost every weekend. So whether I've actually wrestled or I haven't wrestled, like I've done 4 matches now, two rumbles and two matches.
Okay.
So kind of slowly pushing back into it.
Yeah, it's good to see you back, man.
It feels good to be back, except for that soreness after not being in the ring for so long. That takes you back to that beginning pain of those first bumps in the ring.
I still have that thing.
Well, after a while you get used to it, and that pain's not as bad, but like that first time, like hitting the ropes and having rope bruises
I
and
know
stuff
what
like
you're
that.
talking about. After practice. Oh.
Exactly.
So now you're back in the game, and so I know you're probably not going to be there this Saturday.
Where's that?
UPW in Brockport, New York, at the Elks Lodge. That's Sweden Walker Road.
You never know. I might
I'm
just
saying,
randomly show
I'm
up.
just saying, there's going to be
The process is gonna be there.
Process going to be there. Defiance going
Our
to be
merch,
there.
we just came out with new merch.
Barry's
You do know that,
Pizza, merchandise. Yeah.
Did you say pizza?
I did say, Barry's Pizza's going to be there.
Say free?
Is it free pizza?
89.1, all that good stuff. Yep, gotta get that pizza. Yeah, pizza being, donated to the workers, you know what I'm saying?
Payment's a payment.
It is a payment, but yeah, we're gonna be there. A whole bunch of people are gonna be there. That Dusty Taker, people want it.
Right.
But yeah, so it's good. I know you'll be there next Saturday at the UW event in was it Macedon, New York?
Yep.
Bad Madison. And do you know your opponent for that night?
I don't. As far as I know, I might be wrestling.
Ah, so you might be.
I know you are on the card.
Oh,
We'll find it here in a
hey,
second.
there's the first confirmation that I will be wrestling.
Aren't
So
you
any of
facing
you
an
guys
Albany
that
guy? It's an Albany guy.
As far as I know, it's an Albany guy.
It's an Albany
no one,
guy.
No one seems to know who this Albany guy is,
Oh,
though.
you versus Matt.
Who's that?
Versus Matt Lindsay.
Oh, you know him, right?
Yeah. I do know him.
Well, let's,
that's unfortunate for him.
There you go. Let's before we got a few more minutes. Real fast. Who are you guys facing at Beyond?
We are facing Team Sea Star.
2 lovely females. 2 lovely young ladies who look like they're in it to win it. Are you in it to win it?
Of course we're in it to win.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So it's the process versus who?
Team Sea Star.
Team Sea Star.
And this is March.
I think 3rd?
Is it
No, March 13th or 14th.
Oh, I was way off.
Yeah, you messing up, bro.
Man, you guys don't know your own dates?
Let's get the date. You don't even know his own show.
17th.
March 17th.
March 17th.
Because UPW actually takes place on March 16th.
That's the day before.
So, there you go, March 17th. And before we go off the air, I got a little surprise for you guys. So, but we really got a few more minutes left. It's 7:53. Probably gonna end a little early tonight, because you spoke like forever. Very monotone. Very.
You want me to tell my
You
story?
know, no, I loved your story, but you know what it was? You were very warrior-like and telling the story.
Kind of reminded me of that music that was
Oh,
playing
song.
before we came on the show.
My song?
No. The
Oh,
music
the music, yeah,
before.
what? Yeah, about that. Trying to put me to sleep. Process!
Yes.
UPW, this Saturday. It's you guys. 3 other teams.
Yeah.
The McLeods, Nightbreed.
Yeah.
Wrestling Liberation Front.
You.
You guys, you guys coming out on top?
Of course, you're coming out on top.
Because the process always comes out on top, right?
As long as you trust the process,
I'm on top,
everything will be
but-
okay.
Oh my God. For Cody Love and TC Cooper, thank you, gentlemen, for being on tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Milliman, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, where can they find you, Process, on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TC_Cooper10.
Okay.
Uh,
And
for Cody Love, you can on Instagram, which is probably the best place to follow me. It's at the Cody Love, and then Twitter it's Cody Love TTP. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you don't even know what your own social media is.
Milliman, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Facebook. If you know my real name, then it's where you can find me. Look up Milliman, you'll see my picture.
Yeah. Real good looking.
Right. You can also catch me on Twitter at tweetb so hard. That's the letter B, not me. If you tweet me so hard, you will be tweeting the rap group of Twisted. So make sure you get that letter B in there, and it's not
Tweet
me.
B so hard. It's at Tweet B so hard. Anywhere else?
No, that's pretty much it.
Dave, what about you, Dave? Where can they find you?
You can find me at on Facebook, David J. Keller on Facebook. You can find some of my pages, L to the Job Buddy Productions. You can also,
Damn, why did they end you like that, Dave?
I think that's it.
Is that it, Dave?
I think so.
Alright. What's going on here?
What are you doing,
I
man?
don't know. It doesn't want to play. It's not. Oh, now they want to play it. All right. You can find me at the Chris Cayden everywhere at the Chris Cayden. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Catching Up with Cayden live on Rochester Free Radio 106.3 FM. Every Thursday, we coming to your airwaves, 7 o'clock. Maximo Suave, myself, Dave Keller, and whoever else ever wants to come on. Just tune in.
Good night, guys.
Ladies, guys.
Contact Elbleton and Job Video Productions for any of your video needs. From weddings to pro wrestling. Contact Elbleton and Job Video Productions at Elbleton and Job Video Productions at Facebook.com or call 315-576-3577. That's 315-576-3577.